Alright guys, welcome to the show. This is MC Collector, and tonight I'm going to bring you a special from inside the man cave. Yeah, that's my bar back there. But we ain't drinking tonight. But you're probably wondering, why did I say your Prizm base cards are trash? Well, let me explain. These Prizm cards, and no, I'm not going to do anything crazy like Vegas Dave and burn this card. But I want to tell you this right here, get rid of them. No, I'm not going to say get rid of them. But if you have any base cards, I'm going to suggest to you that you take those cards, get them graded and sold as soon as possible. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Number one, basically, just look at the pop reports, guys. I'm not just talking PSA, but BGS and SGC and now HGA. Guys, there is so many base cards, not just from Prizm, but from Optic and Donruss and Hoops. Guys, these cards, none of them are worth anything. I'm telling you, long term, guys, these cards are not going to hold any value. Every year, they run them up. Yes, the Prizm base from Giannis's year, keep those, absolutely. I'm talking more modern, from your Lucas and Treys and Jazz and Zions. Guys, these cards are not going to hold any value long term. The prices you guys are paying for these is blowing my mind. And I just want to help you to save your money and put your money in the right place. Now, I'm not a flipper, guys. I'm thinking long term. We all hope that we are collecting the right guy that, long term, that ends up being, a Hall of Fame great, and that we can leave that behind to our grandkids and kids, or if we need to sell a card, that we can take those to pay bills if we hit hard times. But that's not the point. My point is only, though, long term, that these cards, though, there's just too many. 15,000, 20,000. In my opinion, you guys are paying what they're going to be worth long term. So is what I suggest. Obviously, your guys already know, yes, the Prizm Silvers or the Optic Hollows. Those are the cards you're going to want the most. But I'm going to I'm going to show you guys a couple cards and a couple other options you could look at. Because in my opinion, the reason they came out with these, oranges and pinks and greens and blues and purples and all these other short prints in Prizm and in Mosaic or Optic is because they're overprinting these cards, guys. I'm telling you, stay away from the base. They just, every year they just print more and more and more and more and more. And I understand that the hobby is exploding, but stay away from all base at all costs, guys. Put that money in a different, look at this. Like, you've got the Prizm orange, the Prizm pink. I've got the Optic pink. NBA Hoops has the premium edition. This is the silver. You've got the Donruss, the green. I've got an NBA Hoops of Tyler Hero here, numbered out at 49. Guys, these are the cards that you should be looking at. You can go with a cheaper version. I know NBA Hoops, they have a Walgreens version that is, I think it's purple, and then the Dollar General version that's yellow. Guys, there's options out there that I'm telling you long term is going to hold more value. Now, in my opinion, if you can find them, I think the cracked ice is the prettiest, versions, whether it's the orange, the pinks, whatever you have out there, those are the prettiest and probably the most desired. And I would try to find ones that match the jerseys, those that have the eye appeal. I'm not going to tell you which brand, but I think all brands, any base, it's the wrong option. Now, there is one exception to the rule, in my opinion, which is Select. Now, Select base cards, I do think long term will hold more value, but that's also because it was only available in hobby. But this year, at least in football that I've seen, that they're going to come out with a retail version. And that tells me, yes, it will help, I think, long term, because people will now start looking for Select that maybe didn't know about the brand because they only know about the cards they can buy from, Walmarts and Targets, and that's fine. But I think short term that it'll hurt them. The LaMelos this year, if they do Select in retail, it could hurt their value in Select long term. But guys, just please be smart with your money. I could be wrong. This is just my opinion, but just looking at the numbers and the PSA and the pop reports and all these other, how many cars still have not been pulled that are still sitting at these places to be graded? Guys, these numbers are just exploding, and it blows my mind that you're spending money on base cards when you could put them somewhere else. In my opinion, long term, that you will get a better return on it. Hey guys, I could be wrong like I said, but I hope you liked the content. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe and leave a comment. You can disagree. I'd be more than happy to listen to you guys and just see your opinion. But if you agree with me, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.